want to start off this morning with a couple of thank yous to every single person in this audience and to producers around the country. You know, we, unfortunately in this country, simply do not thank you all enough or as frequently as we should. We are a food-secure nation because of your hard work. Our families don't have to worry about where the next meal is coming from. You produce it. We don't have to worry about whether we have to rely on someone else for our food. Virtually everything we need to feed our families is grown and raised in this great country. You provide us economic security because we spend so little of our paychecks and our wages for food because of the efficiencies of your operations. Virtually nowhere else in the world can you get out of a grocery store and still have money in your pocket from your paycheck the way you can in the United States. We spend around 10% of our paychecks for food. That gives us about a 10 to 15% flexibility that others in the world don't have because of your great work. I've been asking my friends in cities and suburbs what they do for a living. And invariably I'll have someone say, well, I'm a teacher, or I'm a lawyer, or I'm an engineer, I'm a doctor, I'm a business owner, I'm a welder, I'm an iron worker, I'm a carpenter, I'm a plumber. And then I ask them, well, why are you doing that? How is it that you got to be a farmer, or a lawyer, a doctor, a plumber, a carpenter? Well, they'll say, well, I went to school, I went to a training course, got certified, passed the bar exam. I'll say, no. How is it that you got that job? What would you have been doing 50 years ago or 100 years ago? Would you be doing the same thing? Would you be a teacher, a carpenter, or a plumber? Or would you have been on a farm, working in backbreaking work because you had to feed your family, and the only way you could feed your family was to grow it and raise it? And do you realize what has happened in this country is that over the course of that 50 to 100 year time frame, most of us have shifted that responsibility to somebody else, to a relatively small group of somebody else, to American farmers and ranchers. We've shifted that responsibility. We've said, you know, we would prefer someone else do that and do it well, and give us great diversity, and give us great affordability, and make sure we have access to it relatively easy. So instead of backbreaking work, all we have to do is get in our car, drive down the road, stop at the grocery store, spend about 45 minutes there, pay less of our paycheck for food, walk out of that grocery store with still money in our pocket, put the bags in the car, drive it back home, put it in the fridge, hour or two, done for the week. And that means that we are then freed up to become a lawyer, or a doctor, or a plumber, or a carpenter, or anything else in this society. You see, the great flexibility, the great freedom, the great liberty that we enjoy in this country to be whatever we want to be starts with the fact that we have a strong enough agriculture that we can shift that responsibility to someone else gladly and have it fulfilled year after year. And it's because of you. So every person in this country that does something other than farming and ranching owes you an enormous debt of gratitude for the freedom that you've given them to pursue their dream, to make this country as strong and diverse as it is. So they're not here today, but I am. So let me thank you for my ability to be a lawyer. Let me thank you for my wife's ability to be a teacher. Let me thank you for my older son's ability to be a lawyer and my younger son to be in the nonprofit world. None of us would have had that opportunity if it hadn't been for you. And trust me, if you knew how I gardened, my family would be in a world of hurt if they had to rely on me. Thank God for all of you, and God bless you all.